Thank you, good morning, and thank you all for being here and paying attention to this very important issue. As you're hearing, this will make a difference really for pretty much every single Minnesotan. I've had the privilege of working on this bill now for a couple of years and had the opportunity and privilege. It's a real sacred opportunity to hear the stories of people as they deal with these issues in their lives. I appreciate Speaker Hortman's comments. I think she outlined that well. It is a good economic case, it is a good family case, and it is a good moral case that we need to make. And it is for those reasons that I am really sure that ultimately when people understand how this bill works and the way it will benefit individual Minnesotans, Minnesota businesses, and the state of Minnesota overall moving forward, that they're going to understand that we all need to jump on board on this one because it's the way to go. Mm-hmm. A number of states have already done this, and as this bill has been evolving over a number of years, we keep learning from what works and what other states are experiencing. So we're sort of in a best practices mode with this bill, and that's a good thing. And guess what? That's a little conservative. We're not coming out after some risky new scheme that no one's ever tried before. This is something that is working around the country. It is good for families, and I'm old enough to remember when conservatives talked a lot about family values. I can't think of a more important one. I'm a mom, so I've been through this with parental leave. I'm an only child and lost my father a year ago after a long illness, and now my mother is having health concerns. And I'm a former small business owner, so I know this issue firsthand, trying to make sure that your employees have benefits and that you can compete. And I'm a breast cancer survivor. So I've had that experience too. And I always say I had easy cancer. It gave me the chance to really think about people who are struggling really hard with difficult treatment and trying to take care of their families and stay economically viable and take care and protect their benefits. So when we think about how we can pass this bill and get this signed by Governor Walz at the end of this session, this should be a bipartisan effort, and I look forward to it being that, because I think when we talk about the things that people from both sides of the aisle keep talking about, and you've heard them, families, taking care of children, our child care shortage. If you think about what has been outlined, if both parents can take 12 weeks of leave, that's about the first half year of an infant's life. Mm-hmm. And that is about half of that challenging infant year of child care. And so that will alleviate a lot in the system for our child care infrastructure. Mm-hmm. When you think about elder care, and that's been such a topic of conversation, for people to be able to take care of their aging parents or aging family members, this will be such a benefit. This is also complicated when you consider we all keep talking about how by 2022 there's going to be a workforce shortage of about 230,000 Minnesotans. That means there will be fewer people taking care of our children and fewer people taking care of our elders, and that's going to fall on those of us who care about these loved ones to make up the difference in a lot of different ways. And finally, the business case. And I say this as someone who was in the private sector for many years, working for big companies and small. Big companies and big organizations, including the state of Minnesota, offer this to their employees already to some degree. And they do it because it's good business, because turnover is expensive, because they want to recruit and retain really great talent. And Sarah's story was so great in terms of what she's doing for her employee, because she knows that her employee is valuable to her customers and to her business. But when the big businesses can do it because they can spread this out across the breadth of their workforce, that puts small and medium-sized businesses at a disadvantage. Either they can't do it and they can't offer those benefits as a recruiting and retention tool, or they pay a disproportionate premium to offer it at great expense and cost to their businesses, and often, as we've heard, to themselves. So I think the reasons to be able to do this, and I'm having great conversations with my Republican colleagues about this, because once again, when people really understand this bill, they understand that it makes an awful lot of sense and that this is a really common sense way to go about making a very big difference for a lot of Minnesotans. Thank you.